I commanded one of the lead infantry companies into Baghdad during the Second Iraq War. And when I came home, I was heartbroken and was sick, and I was tired and exhausted. And it was really dark time for me, really tough. A lot of times I wasn't sure I was going to make it. Sometimes I didn't even feel like I deserved to make it. But after a while, the grief was replaced with this kind of a deep need to build something, to see something built that was just amazing and beautiful. And I was immediately attracted to entrepreneurship. Problem was, I'd been in the Army my entire adult life, and I didn't know anything about building a business, didn't really have any skills or knowledge. And unsurprisingly, my first two businesses failed, almost went bankrupt. And then I hit a bit of a lucky break, and I was recruited to go to a tech startup in New York City, and a group of really seasoned entrepreneurs. They'd had some other businesses before this one, and I didn't know it at the time, but I got a master's class in how to build a business from the ground up. And when I first got there, they recruited me into the sales team. The marketing team hadn't really been stood up yet, and I got a chance to really work on the messaging and work on lead generation myself. And I was in sales, so I was really focused on talking to as many people as I could. And I really got into digital marketing, and I got into how to generate leads online. A couple of years later, I was doing a technical evaluation of marketing automation systems, and I looked at all the top systems on the market, and I found Hubspot. And I realized right away it was something really special. And I could build a business just around HubSpot. And so I contacted HubSpot up in Boston, and I pitched them on this whole idea that I would start a company around HubSpot support. And they absolutely hated the idea. They didn't want me as a partner. They were used to working with advertising agencies that would then offer HubSpot to their customers, to marketing companies, SEO companies, web design companies, that kind, companies that were established and already had customers. So I still didn't give up on the idea, and I went out. I knew a lot about sales, so I found a company who was interested on my own, and I convinced them to buy HubSpot and let me implement it as my first client. And I don't even remember if I told them I didn't know anything about it. I probably did, but I pulled a bunch of all-nighters for weeks and weeks and just learned everything I could. And I deployed HubSpot for them and helped them scale it up. And 5 years later, they're still on it. I went back to what I learned at West Point and during the war and all the deployments that I had, and just took those leadership lessons and applied them to building a HubSpot support team. And I call it the A-team. In the Army, a Special Forces A-team is a team that's the best of the best. They get the mission done no matter what. I like my team to think of themselves the same way. I like our clients to think of the A-team as, a Special Forces HubSpot support unit. But that's really what we're here for. We're here to build your business and to support your business on the platform. And we're located right here in Helena, Montana. And our mission is to build your business.